mean? Hello everyone and welcome back to another of my videos, and today we are back on Ark Survival Evolved, and today we are going to be talking about the new massive update that hit Ark about a few days ago on the Saturday in Australia. It's absolutely massive. There was a 33 gig update. It's got new dinos, harpoon cannons, motorboat, dune buggies, wall paint, so you can finally colour your dinos, and much, much more. So we're going to get right into all of it by starting off with the first 5 new dinosaurs that are in the game, and then we're going to talk about all the wall paint and all the other cool stuff. So, to kick it all off, we have the Tyrannosaurus, aka the Fluffy Rex. Now this thing is an absolute beast. It's absolutely great. Okay, so, what is so amazing about this? The Tyrannosaurus, well, it has 2 types of roar. It's got courage and fear. Bradley, do us courage for a second. So, courage, as you can see here, will give our dinos this cool little special boost here. And as you can see, it's got a little timer before it decays. And what happens with courage is you and your allies get increased damage output and damage resistance by 25%. And it also has another mode called fear. Bradley, please activate fear. Now, unfortunately, I don't see any dodos around, but basically what happens is it scares tames away from you, and with enough of that roar, you can actually make any, like, say you're in a battle, right? You've got your Tyrannosaurus, and someone's at you with a raptor. They're going to come at you and attack you, right? Now, you do that roar, that raptor's going to be like, oh shit, poops himself, and then bails. And then they can't control their dino at all, because it's scared as crap. So that's what's the most awesome thing about this. It's got that mode. It can't scare away Rexes, unfortunately, but hey, you can make your Rexes even stronger than that Rex and then smash the crap out of it. So that's what's really awesome about this guy. He's got some cool color features. As you can see here, my friend has gone ahead and colored him a nice, beautiful red and black. Okay, now with all that being said, so it has that awesome ability. Oh, and I forgot to also say, it has the ability to temporarily recruit wild dinos to fight with you when it's tamed. So that is a key thing to remember as well. You can do that. Oh, and it has a turret mode, which is also great. In order to do this, you need to... Bradley, get off for a second, so I can show them. Okay, so when you go up to it, you go here, enable turret mode. It has to be set to aggressive to do this. And what will happen is, so, say for example, a direwolf comes up to this thing. What it'll do is it'll attack the direwolf temporarily, and then it'll do its scare roar. So it'll make anything around it go, whee, run away. So that's what's really cool. It scares off those dinos. And it just sits there in like a turret position, literally. And will just like scare them off. So it's really good. So if you're like, I don't know, taming a dinosaur, this thing can give you back a bit of a protection, which is absolutely sick. Alright, with that all being said, let's talk about the Hyenodon. These things are awesome. They are hyenas. I love them. They are fabulous. So, these cute pups, what's so cool about them? Well, the really cool thing about them is, even though you can't really ride them, they are basically mini fridges. Now, as you can see, this thing has a 1 hour timer of the golden egg, which I'm going to pull out. And then for me, it's got 15 minutes. So these guys are like your mini little fridges on the go. Now, yes, they aren't really strong. They can be killed quite easily. I mean, if you pet them here, they'll give you a mini damage boost and a damage resistance for them. But they're mostly good in like packs. Like, think of them as like Dilophosaurus in a way. You know, you get a good enough pack, you can do some pretty much damage to, like, you know, you got your own little army backing you up. These are what these guys kind of are, you know what I mean? And in order to pet them, you got to wear a ghillie suit and go up and not scare them and pet them, and then they'll become your best friend, and then bam, you got them. So they're pretty cool. Oh, and I also forgot to mention, I'm going to be talking about these guys in more detail in another vid. So yeah, just thought I would remember and talk about that. Okay, let's talk about the Hesperornis. This little guy here, the little penguin guy. Yeah, this guy. Alright, so how do you tame this guy? You got to bring him fish, and then once he's in enough fish, if he's happy, he'll like become your friend. But what's really useful about these guys is their golden egg. So as you could see here, I was holding one of the golden eggs. I'm actually going to go ahead and eat it now, and there it is. Okay, so what happens is when you eat these eggs, you and like bigger creatures like Rexes will get a 10% XP boost. But if you give it to, say, like a dino or something, so let's say the Hyenodon, they'll get a 500% XP boost because, you know, they're small tame. So that's really cool that these guys actually give them to you. So that's the reason why these guys are important. And also, you need their eggs to make the kibble for you Tyrannosaurus, by the way. Alright, so the next one, the Megatherium. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, so why is this guy amazing? The most important reason why he's amazing is the fact that he's the chitin boss! That is right, this guy likes to eat scorpions and bugs for days, and he gets so much chitin. It is ridiculous. And another cool feature, he is an omnivore. That is right, he will eat berry and meats, ladies and gentlemen. He's an absolute boss like that. Alright, and the final dino we have is the Megalina. Forgive me if that was a horrible pronunciation. This thing is basically like the I can't say it. The bear that can, not the bear, the tiger thing that can climb redwood trees. That guy. Yeah, this bloke is literally the exact same, but lizard version. However, the cool thing about this guy is, dun, 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 get on him. Dun, 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 dun. He can climb on walls and ceilings, so you can have a mini attack. Whereas the Thino can only do walls. Look at this! And he can go round and up and... Oh, geez, he's stuck. Oh, come on, up you go. Up and down, side and around. Look at this thing. He's absolutely awesome. I love him. And he also has the ability, wild or tame ones do this, they will give their prey rabies. And what happens when you have rabies is you have decreased health and stamina for a short period of time. Which is absolutely, like, just funny. Just, like, you just give them rabies. It's just the most hilarious thing you could ever give anyone. Like, you know, dino-wise, that's just a unique ability, you know what I mean? Anyway, so that's all the new dinos, all covered in awesomeness. Now, while Bradley goes and has fun with that, the next thing I'm going to talk about is the harpoon gun, and why this thing is an absolute must to have in the underwater. So I'm going to head over here to my behemoth gates, where I have trapped some Ichiosauruses for the purpose of this stream. So the harpoon gun, you can either have trank bolts and spear bolts, previously called ballista bolts, but now you use these either in the ballista turret or on the harpoon, and these are just a great way to tame some things. Tame dinos, what I'm saying. Alright, so I'm going to walk in here and I'm going to shoot some guys. Now these are level 61 Ichiosauruses that I spawned in, so they're not that, thingy. But it does pretty good damage. I'm going to quickly swap to the trank bolts so you can have a quick look at that. Alright, so let's see if I can knock me out one of these buddies. Oh, no, maybe just kill it instead. Oh, it was a level 1 I killed, alright. I don't remember trapping when you're in there. Okay. Well, apparently I'm too overpowered, which is fair enough, because why not be too overpowered in a game that I'm not supposed to be? But anyway, point being is they are very useful. So, with the harpoon, so actually with the trank bolts, so they do 36 damage per hit, and they do 300 torpor. And it is also possible to pick these bolts up. So if you shoot it, say, on the Ichiosaurus, you don't kill it, like, you say you're knocking it out, right? And you manage to knock out an Ichiosaurus, and it's got the bolts, you can then re-pick up the bolts and reuse them, which is really cool thing about the spears, is that they are reusable if they don't break. It's really worth using this on the sea, because if you use it in land, gonna just go nowhere, literally. It's like has much further range in the sea, as I'm going to show you right about. Nope. Look at that. That has just gone miles for days. It's like a mini sniper rifle in the game. So yeah, that's the reason why these things are probably like the best thing to have. Like probably better than crossbow, to be honest. This is like your underwater weapon. If you want to get this thing, it's 40 wood, 60 fiber, 25 hide, 120 metal ingots, 60 CP, 50 obsidian, and 30 polymer. So that is how you get this sorry, my apologies, my language is blowing me up right now. It is a must-have to have in the water. Okay, so let's talk about the motorboat. So this thing is the new boat. It is better than the wooden raft, as most people could probably guess, because it is basically metal. In order to run this thing, you need gasoline, and this thing is faster and has more health than the wooden raft. As you can see, I'm basically just cruising here faster, and the wooden raft is so slow. But the cool thing about this, watch this, reverse! Da-da-da-da! Ha-ha! Something the wooden raft could not do, but this counterpart can do, which is absolutely great. And on top of that, this thing has a higher structure limit than the wooden raft. I believe the wooden raft has like 80-something structures. This thing has 138 structures you can place on it. However, if you're in a private server, if you put the perform max structure multiplier up, you can then have more than what I just said. But that allows more structures, which is absolutely great on it. Now, most sea tames will basically not attack this. The only thing that will really attack is effectively like a Sarco, if you've got tames on it. Like, it won't go for the boat, it'll go for, anything. But the Megalodon and Piranhas will kind of bugger off. However, the Leechosaurus will actively go for these things. Those things hate rafts, regardless if it's a motorboat or a wooden raft. Now, the motorboat can outrun a normal one. However, as an alpha version, you're kind of in trouble. And this only here has one slot, by the way, for the gasoline. I don't know how much it actually uses per time, but I think it uses quite a lot, because I was playing around with this earlier for like 2 minutes, and it used quite a gasoline already, so yeah. Don't know about that exact muck there, but yeah, it needs gasoline. And yeah, alright, and I think they're paintable as well. Let me just quickly check. No, they're not paintable. Darn. I was told they were. Anyway, disregarding all that, let's now move to the toilet. And you're probably thinking, a toilet? Why on earth is there a toilet in Ark? Well, dear friends, you're going to find out in 1 second. So, the toilet, it has to be cooked up to a water pipe. And when you are ready to do that number 2, you poop it in. And then you do a flush. Can I do... Oh, I can't poop yet. Bum. Well, anyway, you poop it, right? And then you flush it. And then when you do that flush, you get a refreshing buff that gives you like an XP boost for like 80 seconds or something. But it turns that poop straight into fertilizer as soon as you do a flush. So there you go. If you want to make a quick bit of easy fertilizer, just put your poop in there and then flush it away. Absolutely cool beans. Alright. Now, that all being said, let's go to one of the next awesome features they brought into the game, which was war maps, painting canvases, and the camera finally has a use now. But I think the most important thing that everyone is concerned about is now you can colour your dinos and yourself however you would like. Look at my flippin' smexy dodos that I coloured a wee bit earlier, and the dragon. I actually did a video discussing more about this. I'm going to have the link to the painting dinos below. So you can check that out in better detail. But basically, this thing's awesome. As you can see, here's a picture I took earlier in Ark, and it's on the canvas, and it's absolutely sick. But I'll just quickly show you the menu, though. Go in here, and this is the menu, and you've got the rotate, zoom, and all that bunch of cool stuff. But yeah, like I said, check out the video below in the description. It'll give you more detail. Now, the next and final thing that is covered here before we go into the rest of the patch notes of all the cool stuff is the Dune buggy! Yes, that is right, they brought the Dune buggy into Ark, and here it is! Now, currently this thing is only obtainable by spawning it in. The reason is because it's like an Easter egg. It's not fully done yet, it's somewhat slow, and for some reason it doesn't need gasoline, so you can just drive it around, no worries. So yeah, this is the new Dune buggy. It's absolutely cool, I love it. And it does like a mini explosion as well, but it blows up, which is pretty funny. But yeah, this is the Dune buggy. It's, like I said, an Easter egg for now. It's going to probably get better soon. But this is the one thing. Okay, I love this. You can rename this, but look at this. What the hell? Like, what type of flip is that? Just that. Seriously. What type of flip is that? It's the most weirdest flip I've ever seen. Anyway. That all being said, now let's talk about the other patch notes. So, the achievements. We're all aware Ark has achievements now. But did you know that completing achievements helps you unlock skins, which are currently not on me. They're on my Tyrannosaurus. Let's go to that. So basically, if you complete the achievements, you will unlock various cosmetics, hairstyles, and emotes. So from past events. As well. So here it is. So as you can see, I already have the birthday skins, the torch, the chieftain hat, the dino glasses, the fireworks, firework launcher, witch hat. And I had a few more. I don't know where they've all gone. Top hat. Bradley's got vampire eyes for his one. So it's really cool how it's got this. And also the mini-map data is... Okay, yeah, don't worry about that. Disregard what I was just saying there. But yeah, so you do achievements in order to unlock these things. So start smashing those achievements out, guys, if you want all those cool skins. Alright, so what is the other important stuff that was put into the patch? So there's just got a few various UI tweaks. For example, when you go collect something, no longer on the top of the screen, but on the left hand, as you just saw. I just got the berries and the fiber on the left hand. They've apparently tweaked the tribe log, the custom recipe, the painting, and the dyeing screens. Well, dyeing screen, as you just saw. Sorry, painting screen. Item notification on the main HUD are now listed on the left side of the screen instead of the top. I'm actually going to quickly look at this change thing on the pants. Hold on, get this, get my dye. What's changed about this? Oh yeah, this is the new color system for that. Okay, Viking hairstyle and facial hair added for male and female. You can now disable spawning with items skins in your options menu. So you just got to go uncheck the default survivor items option at the bottom of the second column. Direwolves finally have pack logic like the Allosaurus and Hyenodon. So the highest creature in the direwolf army will be considered the alpha and, have all that cool buffs that they do. So alpha dinos have also been properly tweaked to output their intended amount of damage. So slight alpha buff, which increases that little more bit of a challenge. The overall overworld, so, this has new ambient sounds that were like modified in. So of course the Anki, the Castroid, the Woolly Rhino, Stego, Parasatherium, Areno, the Turtle, Mounted Turrets, and Human Footsteps have bit of more of a change to it. But also another thing as well that I recently found out when I was with Bradley is at nighttime you can hear wolves, like they'll howl and you can hear them. Not sure when that was added, but I only started hearing it from this update, so yeah. So Ballista / Harpoon Bolt now has a significant piercing properties similar to that of the compound bow. They fixed a few various exploits on the island. There's apparently a new admin command called GFI, and this helps you recall the item with the closest name. Example, cheat GFI golden 110 will give you the golden egg, whatever. I haven't got that to work for me, but apparently it's a thing now. And they've also added the option to disable menu music. And finally, 60 plus new Explorer notes, which offer translations. Oh yes, I completely forgot to say. So they've changed everything around in terms of that. So this is the new tribe log. As you can see here, it's much different. I've got the people that are in the admin thing. You go up here to manage your alliances. It actually tells you who's online. See, as you can see, Anne is offline and Bradley is online with me right now. You can manage your tribe groups here. You can manage your alliances here. You can rename your tribe. You've got the whole new creature stat, like change the group and how it looks now as well. And then, bam! Here is the Explorer notes. You can go between Scorched, what's locked, what's unlocked. But I'm going to, I believe it's the Minerva I can't read. Give me a second, I'm just going to open up that. As you can see, I can't read any of that, but bam! There is the subtitles, so you can read it. You press Y to turn the subtitles on and off, so you can actually read what they are saying now, which is absolutely awesome. And they also released a cool new note in the Scorched Earth map, which I will be talking about in another video, but I just thought that I'll let you know that's a cool one, and you're going to like it very much when I do it. But yeah, so I've done that, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to back out quickly, and I'm going to show you the menu screen, because that also got a massive change to it as well. And then once that's done, that is literally everything, guys. So if you did go on to like the video, hit the like, and if you want to see more, please subscribe. I've got plenty of videos coming. I'm almost on holidays, which means I have plenty of time, and my apologies as well for the delay on this video. I had an exam, but now that's over. So this is cool. Look at this. This is the new screen. So this is like the main Ark rules, structure resistance, whatnot. What you got here, you can see if you got a dedicated server by this little symbol there, and then that is like the normal server thing itself. You got run dedicated server, create your own map, host a dedicated server, and so forth. You can also delete the data of your single player worlds and your dedicated world as you want. And then here's for the other timers. And then this one's a little bit glitchy, but this will take you to the engram screen where you can select which engrams you want and which ones you don't want. But yeah, that's literally everything, guys. All the new dinos, all the new features, everything, even the new menu screen. It's absolutely fancy. I love it. But yeah, like I said, if you like it, hit the like, see more, subscribe, and always feel free to leave your feedback in the comments below or ask questions. I'm happy for discussions. With that all being said, have a great day, guys. I will see you in my next video in the coming days. Have a good one. Take care.